Okay, for Mastantuono about latest sports stories for her. Yeah, more komo na ne yenye part 1, part 2, part 3 if it's possible. Well, latest in some doors, of course, you know, so this is your usual back to back to back to back latest sports updates. The other kind. Carlo Ancelotti say nano one Vinicius Junior edin komo. And now your ball classic we ya ye Vinicius Junior Freeman and the buofudum or say only Vinicius Junior edin komo e catch and said Joye no wanyade into say any day Vinicius Junior or ye no wakwa patcho into so a patcho dia assembly any on pese or begin assembly means Vinicius Junior ko patcho dia no problem but on a kasa catch and say adio ye ready. Entry, and some Carlo Ancelotti eka. Meanwhile, Mami Dean House and your monko defender, and I'm a catcher so no Ebabe Casa and in fact the Liverpool game, proud to the Liverpool gamer, or more Babe Dean House and the bet snaps and a question is Rebebre, Kobisa say Emrebini say Liverpool for April. Dainty and I decided say Liverpool, they will Real Madrid. And I say Real Madrid has always been my dream. And I'll say, oh no, dear, Usoni nyina ne mpa ni nyina no so bebo Madrid nti sa Madrid aba na sa Liverpool aba obe chasing a dream and mo ko bi sense and now Vinicius Junior controversy see our classico mo na mo players. How did you take that situation? Sorry, and I was saying, to be very honest, ose asam no enya asam bia o nanso so radio na obi akọ social media send ekofo blown out of proportion on someone see ose enya asam bia Vinicius Junior ne omo be kasa kitu ebi na asam no omutwa so nanso so media space ni mu a amanfo afa asam no gidi so omo players ne de we nya asam bia si kese bia what I say. And I'm going to say, okay, now saying Real Madrid build up, and Pempi, your body foul, so build up, no, okay, who be pa. And I'll say, oh, on a day, no question, my woman say, ne strength back up pie, sad in this, so only send you see pass it. And I'll say, Jabi Alonso, so I catch and say, on tries a body bedin wa, on making sure so bebo born on any other channels and a bebois, the teammates, into coach and I'm say instructions and idea, sage man one or obey you. And I'm coming and I'm saying, one day at Militao partnership, no one is saying, or some Militao or a complete center back, or so on and off the pitch. E kon be so eno wa communicate si am what se ne we si e born e we sa wo born bi gina ha fa born fa ha che o se Militao de opo bi o ye complete center back pa Militao enso e kan obi enom ko bi sanse game no akasa e be ko sen eno so motivation ni gina no se on person ko fa win e wo Anfield nti omo plan se on ba be perform ye e wo Anfield no on for the needed 3 points. I'm saying, yati. Mami Jabi Alonso, body tie, come a bet not say questions, a ball left to right center. Now, century back, we can say, what was Classico was Spain? Name when him say, Uba Europa. Classico back, so Europe, Real Madrid, and Liverpool. And also, or ya aware, was Anya man, or say a big great game. Now, on the and ya dear all babe defending, or say all ba. Now about be picking the needed 3 points. Also on TSS say obe boss such a game maybe obe drinks or no enko go actually now on Chema Liverpool or so on the bonus Dabby. You see or bad no be big game in Munafi what border boa or was set obo and on St. John's the Oba England that set pieces here they shall go pow and so check out statistics Real Madrid more than 1 pair and they shall go and I'll say I ain't a cre or yeah I don't know. They are trying to work on it. Senibaya, Real Madrid best team share more set pieces goals. And I'm so okay. What about back to Anfield? Emotionally, how do you feel? And I'm saying the focus on a game, tactics, a quite bang, and Real Madrid be fast washer. So on person be emotional. No one quite games. Sani, man, say bia or Bobo Anfield. Na Sani, man, be also already fine. But game no day. And only a dear ehiano. Century back could be silent. Say flowing vet. Say your buy. One and now within the age or Germany or by M5 and also munya no one but Flowing Vits or best successful Liverpool so only doubt to be as a Flowing Vits born and start to say a bar a bit flow ye pa into annoying someone also a kind of okay coach and now Vinicius Junior ne reaction now or yeah or classico no one Spain for Casa but England ye yembi sa ubiu say more manage situation area na. And also sa case ni dia watu mu dada do mpe so beka ho asem vini abe patch what I say nti o se osre yen fa sa problem no fanto yan na se yen fa sa issue no yen fa to nchen kra na yebisa the question for free sense the most important thing e game no a omo ba be bo no and I'm so okay coach say Liverpool pa for me as e wo form brutal ni man koye en fa ma Liverpool season we nti me take advantage of Liverpool problems omo mu ana and I say last year by this stage no BRC PH for Nieman Kwe and Farmer, and so some J League, on J Champions League, no. And so Sankari, one start here and carry a coin about Fasu Ariano, any idea here ye pa, and I'm so okay, yati, and I'm so okay, and now no, now, oh, cancer won't train you or Amford. What church I will spin, but England had it. Won't to me entry because we say, yeah, the cameras, Baby Jina was on a extra say coach, and us oh. Normally, a day before training day, or say the taxes or the bill ragim, I don't know the into on to me baby, or Amford or and can the taxes and train the taxes mobia and share or send it the on to me, yes, sir. And until we decided so we trade or barabas, you know, send for no entenacy, and I'm so keen. Say penalty betowa why no but no so way the Canada that's a killing Mbappe or no and a bomb penalty and I'm so okay say the free kick so swear what they are killing Mbappe and I know so dabi free kick di or say it depending on position na ball ne edano players nankasa e decide job boss free kick no intended the ojai e de ama omo and when say training back say okay yan sound be sa question we Trent Alexander-Arnold nyamya to mama na bobo ni bia na and also Trent or ya available so it's me abobo ni bi or say Trent or ya exceptional player na omu hia ni ye pa and also no oba Liverpool obesua ni me bebre edifi Rafa Benitez say Rafa Benitez e coach no Liverpool Oma nisua ni me bebre or no Jabi Alonso as a player into our saffron memories of Liverpool and Rafa Benitez. When him say Liverpool for so idea. It sounds say and now Real Madrid players. What I'll come back to that story. As I make sure that game. Let me find your money be so frasa. Sports newspaper and they buy and say betting on draw, Inti say do many see. Drew said Drew will start performing for Barcelona. So they are betting on him that he will start playing and scoring goals for Barcelona. This is according to sports newspaper. Top war airline all Messi. And ne bad birthday. In fact, ne bad birthday now we celebrate at the man. No? So that is on sports newspaper. Meanwhile, Mundo Deportivo say unstoppable. And also at the two Barcelona mano estro Marcus Rashford performance all done edi Miami Kobisa how finya situation say ni situation it is saying as of today matter say yes say the recovery no send you must say edit to what the man no everything is on point at this stage I'm say anyway if everything is on point and one idea you go so aye hwe ni muti atwan say nyame aduma how finya will start playing games for Barcelona. Yeah, fino. Honestly, the kind of energy I know about Barcelona anymore. No, and what Barcelona for year pa. Anyway, and Arsenal for air training. Omoma Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. On the Korani be also a training. Kama. Also Otifie or Mobo. And Arsenal so a former club. It's Mikel Arteta. Man, the crying say on training. Na on fan get back to the full fitness. In fact, on no crown Mikel Arteta saying. Omo decided say omo man abesan so munim so owo subampa inte kwan bia so omo betimi aboa no amana fitness na timi abasoro se ne be ya o kine bi obenya class for no akwa no. That is the plan as say omo imagine so omo be ye de aboa apprentice fen Oxlade-Chamberlain ni say emre bia no se kan edema Arsenal no o show proper character. Nam so key says I asked for the Omodru Slava Pra game na bekoso no na unim say e wana say Thomas Rosiski ye omo panyin also one there Mikel Arteta so kwa kuhia no na bonko be sanse o feel ni ye pa no na ye dwuma aye bibia Croatia ho no ko na what the ombe feel brutal enti it is time o bit me reconnect with his old friend na it should be back akra because say mpanyinfo de Arsenal and Crystal Palace Carabao Cup game no omo de akwese 23rd of December, which will be Tuesday evening, 23rd of December, and on the time na akwese UK time. Na time no a hard game because Arsenal for a ball Everton I think on the 21st. 2 days later na omo ball Crystal Palace. How is that possible? Some Kobisa Mikel Arteta said change of dates now about more year one day because clearly, I mean, how can you be playing 2 games in a matter of 2 or 3 days? Why? How's that possible? And then Mikel Arteta say, "Ono krano adiano on team penyu for no ase." Inti o say omne penyu for EPL for no, and the organizers no so be din komo. I'll catch them say na. Wait there. Also on tears ono krado you should say it does not make sense. Say inti. Or ball game we are deche the following day no akwa ball foforo that be also ne dey ombe protest because time next no dey nya dey betimi aball mo and it's okay. Victor Gyökeres say our him and us Gyökeres as somebody dey betimi aka say na no when training na when who say boy ne disappointed pa say we pro football dey sa who say as a boy ne dwan to na no kokasa ka chen say enya hwe ball dey ba utimi epra inte hu hia say be skill against game e fan Slavia Prague game no inte no yenya abotre ne yenya nkakra inte so boy dey nko benya nko di team nechi enso ekoye but enya hwe problem be any wo and century ba ko bi sense say dey among for bomber ba so sense mo squad no squad depth pe ni we ni wa we ho and I say century asem na wo kan za yen and century is na say no correct why na ti so onim za Arsenal mo squad no mo options bebre and I say omo players 7 epra uguso can squad depth as someone also most of us players no omo injured, so why are you still talking about squad depth? Because they are injured. So what is the point in saying squad depth? O say dey mo fan ton chen kra. Anyway, and I'm going to be Mikel Arteta say one na ma kwan say Oxlade Chamberlain ono mo be train ana and I say boy no top character. No, you see the word name man. I said top character. It's one of the best footballers I have met. In say or no, I catch any coaching staff no say and what be on the bed no ama ne a training no I get back to the normal self no omo emfa m1 no and I'm say Christian Nogard he and I say Nogard buying he's been exceptional also no nim boy no so aware say roller obe play e wa Arsenal ni or say unfortunate to say epra obaye no but ono die ofu say Nogard bana obaye no no kwan so pe say na no osi pen no and one on so enya and I'm so okay now saying injuries no doors wo kra wo kasa say you made mention of Arsenal's injuries and also here injuries dey e see what team bia na mom there's a pattern bi wo ho a say esia you need to question it also more muscle injuries more knee injuries esi na mom de ha na dwen kakra ne say Madueke Udigard, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, omunyina de ne knee injuries. Inti so say wa attackers ni nyina enya knee injuries a concern. Ebia defender ba ko enya bi, we enya bi and they normal, but say attackers ni nyina pra pattern ba ko a there be. O say there be e do you know, I'm gonna try and find this. What is the problem? I said they are trying to find solutions. Say and find why it is happening like that. I know the what's one man in Cotrasada. Well, anyway, and then Real Madrid camper preparations and idea say Vini na man for Eshan say Vinicius Junior 5 games against Real Madrid against Liverpool. Was 5 goals? Why 2 assists into 5 games, 5 goals. Into let's just say over 4 wins and a draw on Lusu game. Into averagely game will be or average of 1 goal per game. Average. Wow. The numbers in your bad cry. While Antonio Rudiger and Kobisan say who prior che promoter saying and I say no who crash I say no who hire no person back ebesia kind it sounds say ya born or bad anything I say now he needed time of his say and now no on we a season and Club World Cup, Club World Cup, Manchester and your home in a season and starts and we pra into not say up a time of not the agenda home, not the recover no about fully back no about be kind. So say no any idea now or she in fact I didn't idea now all pre say obey me I say kakra obey me I can say the recovery no it is on point. It's okay. Yate ya twan ya na bra. And I'm so okay. Obi a otani ni diagra time na wo no na umprai ne adagule. And also adagule de ofan say a little brother. Also adagule will go through difficult times pan. Now also the betimi an can say look Okacha adagule also time na ada go through difficult path no. Okacha ne say onya butre sense ne mrebeba. O say ampampa. Onya sa butre no. And I say nem raba or boss abo na on so airborne and I'm so keen. Why are there? And the son of a Canadian. Why are there yepa? Anyway, internal answer Antonio Rudiger and so Eka. Well, let's move on. Matter say we here interview Robert Sanchez mami and share in the interview. No kobi sana say I'm out for airborne Moises Caicedo abaso pass as they say dear. Her midfield hold no size. If you ask me, you know, be no bit to me, Moises Caicedo abo. And also I ain't a correct name and you're non quan. I said the entire Chelsea midfield. I say Caicedo ebo and Nano James and I say Enzo Fernandez, the kind of energy of the bobo. Also one feel bench by Romeo Lavia money and also Omunina ebo boss. Though he would want to mention Moises Caicedo, the entire midfield are also playing well. Joko say, oh no. Chelsea big game will be the first person Moises Caicedo number 1. Also no. Ono na obedwen ho kran so akwadwe obi foforo we say he's the best midfielder. Say between two boxes when he was at Brighton I felt he was one of the best midfielders in the world. Hey. Joko and I say oh Bonabasu brutal say we're feeling brutal. Anyway. Gaspoye former Chelsea player and coach Puye say, and I know share Chelsea and they Tottenham no who say na Tottenham level no. Omo to Chelsea crowd say, who say Tottenham for no my confused. Or say Chelsea energy and no dey bobo ejibo fit Tottenham same. After no Tottenham for now confused. Omo hu di omo nye so mo attack Chelsea o ya jibo na jibo no dey free omo same. Or say kind of energy Chelsea edura sa game no no. Neni ji hu ye papa. Dr. Ripoll say sa pu bagya injury na eha place no on say started for Lamine and they call Nico Williams and I call Franco Mastantuono one or say no a doctor one of those reasons in ibini or say early physical stress and rapid growth see as a boys normal body any chain and I say basically normal body any chain on one case because training no more no as the natural way of growing, you know, when we the speed now no in terms of bones, you know, cannot contain it. And then here now this half fraction and so eba no. And I say solution and say boys ni ben here ahomegye pa. Na afei etimi amama sanso aba back to normal. Inti we dey do betimi aka no and na no be kan say Lamine Yamal was some manager at home because Tony Cruz be cancer the NB maybe. Oh, can confront us on the doctor and so about because say, we here rest. And then I can say, no, proud I ask more baby, master. Pains no doors one, the best way I don't know. Anyway, and see, meaning what the clubs are doing. Lamine Yamal, the send an catcher or say the or say a yakasia in the BI obey. Rest na say obe check say be a surgery no be fine but for now on there or managing no I'm say okay e bia na Nico Williams season on to me mono obo baako no akoti the fie baako boys no so match say on be take 1 month 2 months off omo person omo be oh but what kabusubo you play well anyway well and Real Madrid Emma Trent Alexander-Arnold Jabi Alonso Emiliano Butragueno, Dean Howson. Omo place, in fact, place me in penyin back we echo pay tribute to Diego Yota ɛne ne nua Andrew Silva ɛwɔ Anfield nti na ɛsɛ sɛ ɔmo pay special watch as a tribute ɛnso ɛde ma ɔmo kama ɔmo wieyɛ the immediate team ne teammates Trent Alexander-Arnold ɔkɔɛ no de PS5 game no pad no ɛde ɛto on say Yota or celebrating we are yen and Saturday said the Obo game. And what treachery near my Trent Alexander, we know, Mamma had your do, and so Eddie share what the man Diego Yota. My mate Diego, you are so mixed, but still so loved. Yours and Andrew's memory will always live on. I smile every time I think about you, and you will always remember the what? Great times we shared. Miss you, mates. Every day, forever. 20. You never walk alone. And actually, they love Trent, and family. Well, Trent Alexander-Arnold, unsan idiot. Anyway, and say Real Madrid, massive respect, massive. I think say Madrid fire they almost show respect to Liverpool and ne Diego Yota kama. Enti Madrid for na ya de. Me say Liverpool for so e posti abo Madrid for na ba so na Hakim Ziyech enso mo yi ne kire enso ewo team a yefana with that club and answer wak wasa say aka say e ho na okwa akosi aka enti na o mo yi ne kire kama say we kakra mata say assigning a trodo. Anyway, let's move on after mama no bon come for Sansan 7 Dosso Carlo Ancelotti the Brazilian national team watonsa e dey afrena squad ni bi wa players ni bi well anyway goalkeepers Bento Ederson Hugo Suazo 3 goalkeepers and Carlo Ancelotti Efraye do remember say Brazil and Senegal bebo Brazil and Tunisia ebebo laterals non defenders laterals of Alexandro Wesley Xiao Henrique Paulo Henrique Luciano Juba defenders Danilo Gabriel Magalhaes Fabricio Bruno Marquinhos Adam Militao any more for no Andre, Bruno Gomes, Casimiro, Fabinho, Lucas Paqueta, any more for no Extravao, Joao Pedro, Luis Enrique, Matis Cunha, Richarlison, Rodrigo Goes, Vinicius Junior, and Victor Hockey. Hey, Victor Hockey, the deal. Wow. Why ya free Brazil? Wakwa share Brazil, wakwa free Barcelona, kwa share Brazil. Wa bam yes our friend back to the national team. Akwa near din. Fabinho so best 3 years in ye. She say Fabinho run the Brazilian national team. Carlo Ancelotti ko try boys ni bi. O kwa na o ya de nko ade a obekọ bi o. Timo kwa na mo kwa yere mo ho ate anyway. Some squad ni very interesting players ni I don't know what Carlo Ancelotti want to do though. But anyway, and I slot to say Vinicius Junior or a dangerous woman 1-on-1 situation, 1v1 situations or be how ye pa say they are trying to find solutions or make me stop Vinicius Junior. Into say you're possible and answer and you're possible. Whichever way it is, yeah, say. Well, matter say Franklin of watches or pesika kakra at the Stefan purely and person more permanent. Matter say arrangement go so a beer possibly 3 million euros and I remember Stefan purely say Oja club mo and so ewo alcohol while I'm not Liverpool for your training come on so they say they are ready for the Real Madrid game. Now Steven Gerrard say and I or share Liverpool and Aston Villa no or Philly say Liverpool sa determination intensity no work rate that na all here him say be fine. In fact Liverpool games no na be ba no o say sa de do ohun bi say afei den kakra e pie ba Fabio Capello legend coach mu Fabio Capello say Luciano Spalletti de enye ne wan so be successful e wo Juventus say san say ansa na ba Juventus adwuma no o steady Juventus yie ansa na obaji adwuma ni ntine adwuma na wa ba fa no Mo bi anya na adwen sa afi na waba onim niam akwaso Juventus pa because or planning very well for the Juventus job before he said yes to them. Well, Anna Slot to say nyame adomo game amone Liverpool, in fact, I'm going to Real Madrid no, and yeah, the Alexander Isak ebebo ni bi. What I say? Or say Jeremy Frimpong, any Alisson ebia against Manchester City on bebo, but Isak no, also not too sure. But Isak, I'm sure say hopefully ebia City game no. Or be fully fit to play that game, hopefully, because sending the medicine econo. Well, I know in summer Anna Slot no cry. Let me quote what exactly Sanchofo could be saying about injuries, and he says, Jeremy Frimpong and Alisson both are unavailable on Sunday. That's what I say. With Alexander Isak, let's wait and see. Maybe he can be involved in the squad, but still not training with the team at the moment. This is Anna Slot. And someone also I can't be sense a week with the tough games and a dam with him. Muhavo a game against Real Madrid, Muya, when Manchester City and a airball. And I'll say the Ojitum said 2 difficult games and a dam with him. Name and pre idea. They all came home a game against Real Madrid. Omukobi San said the Trent Alexander-Arnold as some bay now back fan home. And I'll say on the reception of Ojai and supporters, but I know of great memory. I said those days are not only Trent Alexander-Arnold, Juma, or say they were very, very good friends. They talked, they discussed a lot of things. You know, or positives be about Trent Alexander-Arnold. And Mkobi San said, Real Madrid team, you know, Liverpool coach, who is saying, how are you going to cope? And I say, on to me, lots of comparison with Real Madrid last season. And here, Nathan said, and you man be and I asked us, say, Carlo Ancelotti, with all injuries last season, Real Madrid, you know, Carlo did a great job. And I face so, na Jabi Alonso, Ababe Fanadia, or Yanka Cranka. Into on to me, sit down, compare, and say how Real Madrid play because pattern, no, I feel na Jabi Alonso, Abba, all build it in a pattern. Omukobisa and said Dominic Szoboszlai, the performance, is saying, and I'll say, he has been very, very influential at the moment as a coach. Or say, Wamana ye Juma Bebre, Wamana abo 10, Wamana abo 8, Wamana abo 6, Wamana abo 2, or say, hey. Juma de Dominic Szoboszlai aye bi ye pa esan se owogidie enso ewo ne mu and I'm say flowing vet die emfa coach David vet asem die hey and us munyina mo ya we say na say games no the last bear 4 bear miensa wom dia or started from the bench but I say afei and boy na every different league aba say games no oh boy at 3 days time no asabo foforo also your biane bet me about games no shoulder at how in premiership no intensity no was rosa into he's adapting into he's in the process of adapting into enya botre en fama no esan se kakra or adapt here flowing vet ebet me abo ball and I'm so okay now say Conor Bradley o prepare na say was so ababak nkomo ye ka se kan some check Conor Bradley obeka dey and also be catch and say on stay fit. It's the biggest challenge with Conor Bradley injury. As say no more 3 days to be on game. And the games in there very difficult. Since Ohiana said they be a fully fit. And I say boy MAC pre-season. Now I thought to be a boy no or you're unlucky because a year I know we pray to do bit me can say boy no on stay fully fit. Once he stay fully fit. Or you're good to go. Well, my man ran Gravenbeck. And Uncle B said, and say, you should go, say, Papa. And I'll say, you know, ne papa catch and say, or Jabo made for the war. On shoot, or shoot to a best and say, ne papa football, and I can crank. Or TT, or he say football, and so a bit to me Abuana. Or say Real Madrid, so far season way, they are doing very, very well. Or so, Yahweh, say Vinicius Junior. Efa born or flanks or create a lot of opportunities apart the moment you also almost also air planning. They know what to do to stop Real Madrid and Vinicius Junior. And I'm okay. Mocha Madrid and someone Madrid the boy one Manchester City in air but tough games. How are you going to cope? And I'll say these games require the best out of them. What I think is for now, no, so I'm focus on the Manchester City game, on the Real Madrid game, before they think about the next game, which is Manchester City. And I'm okay. When you sign in now mobile in this way, how are they faring from all side, you know? I don't say to an old player, no. They try to do the same things. There's a somewhere and one yes, but new players, you know, new coach, new terrain, new language, you know. Most of I'm about from different just say, also be new. And see, I am normal, say sometimes a check because they need to adapt. And say no one boys name winter assembly anyway. Yo, yate. Kopama say or you're proud to say na no fee pro awards le buy, you know. But ni din account or say a great honor. Na ni age to be mentioned among the best players at wo we see. Nti fee pro for no da o ma say nam go be say Chelsea player ben and a ususu say or you close so betimi adjo no so we learn extra vow. Or say extra vow or you very very close to par. Jeremy Frimpong Kobe say ipra injuries no aden adults do. And also as a footballer, it is not a nice thing to go through this, but it is part of the job. So yes, I understand it is annoying, but that is life. Oh, Akoya Samia Momobo. Debbie. Meanwhile, Rank Gravenbeck Kobisan and say Kylian Mbappe who the performance and saying I'm mobile then must stop no so no thankfully Ibrahim Konate and him Kylian Mbappe very well. Inti Konate ebechere omo kwan mo fa so and stop Kylian Mbappe na msi ene monyere mo hwen they say also obechere omo inti ya twen si say we see no how are they going to stop Kylian Mbappe? You Konate is not down for one of the friends of Kylian Mbappe, especially we call the national team, the French national team, and some kids were. That's it, you know. Very, very interesting to see. Well, information being now the ever no. Anyway, and then stories on also we are part one. Yeah, but and then the part two no so Eddie Abramus is here. And you go on Shram non come part two coming up. Stories on those so yeah.